cooling down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson.
A pass underneath for Carson.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Rebound.
Wilson keeping it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. He's to the 10. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown.
Colby Parkinson.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. The 20. 10. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Washington.
Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Hopkins with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, it's Carson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
14,
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Double time. You got three down. 14. Check.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And they'll bring him down at at the 18-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
Tackle there by William Jackson, former Bengal.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss it out to Carson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that he got into his head a little bit.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. These two teams all tied after 1.
On first down, gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now gone. That's complete. Taking McLaurin with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield, blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown, Washington. T.J. Hawkinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Escaping the pressure right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. It's Carson, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On third down, Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They will zoom past that number there. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is Carson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Okay.
Gerald Everett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Goff now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
You ain't going nowhere.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing,
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Who wants some?
Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
but that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach. Thanks. Yeah. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
54 Mike. Tight down. There you go. Check that.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take it.
Now it's gone. Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
They run the toss now with Gibson.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you.
To throw is gone.
Coming after you.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Switch. Obama. 56. I know he ain't got it. 56 the mother.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
I'm coming after you.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action with Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
Here we go.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch. As he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far. Up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Carson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Carson again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Back him up.
Carlos Dunlap make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Super one.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff, he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, one set.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. There we go.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
8 yards to go on second down. To throw is Wilson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown.
Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense. That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They run it with Carson. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here's Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Bobby Wagner providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line. On first down, Carson. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. And this will go to Carson out wide. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They run again with Carson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
55.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun. Gone. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Washington on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 56.
Tiger.
56. I'm coming.
A shotgun snap for Gong.
All right, T, let's all right.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
106 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Second and 12.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Myers' kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that up? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Jay, 55, come on.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Seahawks, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.